Hi, everybody. It's Burge. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to our day 6 of our Essence of Being Conscious Leadership Academy, day 6 of our Leadership and Communication Challenge. Yay! So if you've been going along with us this entire time, uh, awesome. And if you haven't, go back and do the day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5 so that you can catch up with this. The first 3 days, we did our challenge on communication. And these last 3 days, we're doing it on leadership. So our challenging you to do these different kind of little tidbits, giving you tools that you can use throughout the day, and really encouraging you to post and engage in the Essence of Being page, okay, and on the group so that you can see what other people are doing and I can interact with you. And some of you have been doing that, and it's great because we learn from each other. Because we are building a global movement of conscious leaders empowering others to create a win-win world. Yay! So I'm looking forward to seeing what your awarenesses are, your ahas, how to delve into being more of a conscious leader, a conscious communicator, and really supporting you through that. And so I definitely encourage you to go back. The first day of our leadership challenge, which was for day 3. Remember, we're doing communication and then leadership. For day 3 was really looking at your how you show up in the world and courage, because those are one of the two big aspects of being a great leader. And I had you write down, who do you admire as a great leader? And then you get to write down the aspects of why are they great leaders? And then you look at and discern for yourself, do I show up that way? Am I able to be a great leader? And what is it that I might want to improve on? Okay. That was day 1 of our day 3, basically. Day 4 of our challenge. Day 5 of our challenge was doing, looking at our beliefs around our being a great leader. So I would love to have you post what you came up with yesterday. And as always, every day, we always start out with our cards from Essence of Being. So we'll have these cards. These are my Essence of Being cards. They will give us a focus and an intention and a message for the day for us to focus on. And let's see, we'll pull whatever this is. And it says, I have to laugh because today is all about power. So it says, claim your power. You know, we pull the most perfect cards. They are absolutely magic. They're infused with magic. And you get to pull the most perfect card for you for the day, for the challenge. And so today, excellent. I mean, this is exactly what we're going to be sharing today, is about your own power. So claim your power. I wish I'd planned it. It would have been, okay, it's time to reclaim who you are. Take your power back from the outside world. No one can take it away from you ever again. All right. So without further ado, again, go back and watch the other days and post. It's only 15 minutes, and see what comes up for you. Today, I gave you a list of 17 aspects of what a great leader is, and a conscious leader for me. Today, we're going to focus on 2 of them, which is integrity and owning your own power. So integrity is the essence. Integrity means holding your shape like the integrity of steel. Okay. So what that means is your word is your bond. Don't let people push you around or pull you off center if it's something that you don't want to do, or if it's something that you don't believe in, and hold your shape no matter what. So if you can always show up the same way and hold your shape no matter who's trying to sway you one way or another, then your word is your bond. And listen, if you are a great leader and you say you're going to do something, you need to do it, right? And sometimes, though, you have broken agreements. So if you cannot make an agreement that you have made with someone, the first thing you want to do is go directly to that person and say, I need to renegotiate. I broke our agreement. I know I said I was going to do this, and I need to renegotiate. So that holds you accountable, and it tells the other person that you're trustworthy. So many people make agreements and then they break them and they don't clean up the broken agreements. And then what does that teach the other people about you is that you're not trustworthy. You can make agreements, but you're going to break them. So in order for you to gain trust and also hold the integrity of whatever relationship you have in business or personal, is clean up your broken agreements. Let me tell you, they will respect you and you will respect yourself more if you go to the person as soon as you know that you cannot make that agreement. And that will keep your integrity intact. That person might be upset with you, but believe me, they will be more upset with you if they have to follow you and run you down to try to figure out, okay, why you broke the agreement. And then it sets up mistrust. So integrity is one of the aspects of being a great leader. The second part is owning your own power. Okay. Now, what I mean by that is I'm going to give it to you in an acronym, all right, because that's fun. POWER. So P stands for purpose. P stands for purpose. If you have a purposeful intention, all right, then you can own your power. In order to stand in your power, I feel it's really imperative to have an intentional purpose or have purposeful thoughts anyway. And in that purpose, you're adding value. And as long as you're adding value along the way, you're making a difference. People come to me all the time. I've been teaching Essence of Being and these transformational experiences for 37 years. So, and I've taught on 6 continents, okay? And I know that people come to me and I don't know what my purpose is. So if you have a goal as a leader and you're adding value along the way of achieving your goal, it's not about the goal. It's about the journey, right? It's not the destination. So as long as you are adding value as you're moving, then you have an effect in the world. That's your purpose. And if you have purposeful intentions, then you can own your power through that and know that you are making a difference in the world as a leader, as a person, no matter who you're leading. If it's just yourself, a team, a group, a family, a community. All right. So the point is, understand that as long as you're moving, you have an effect and you're creating a purpose just by moving along the way and adding value. That's the P, purposeful intention. The O is, guess what? Ownership, right? And we talked about this before about responsibility. The ownership is being a powerful, purposeful person if you can just own yourself and say, I'm not a victim. Taking responsibility. If you justify your actions or if you shame yourself or if you blame other people, then you're giving your power away. Take your power back. Take responsibility. Take ownership of your own thoughts, beliefs, and actions. You do have control over that, okay? You do control your beliefs, your actions, your thoughts. So that's the O part. The W stands for win. Excuse me. Excuse me. Wow, that's never happened. The W stands for win-win. Now, win-win is a Buckminster Fuller term. And what that means is if you can set up a culture in your family or your business of not somebody has to win in order for other people to lose, or if you feel like you have to lose in order for other people to win, then that's a zero-sum game, okay? So you're not setting up the culture for you to have a win-win experience. And so just trust yourself to discern who can I play with that will create a win-win environment, okay? So that is also a very powerful leader, and owning your power and being able to express that and own it. The E stands for energy and motion, or as I call it, emotions, which is energy and motion. So our emotions are our guides. Our emotions help us discern what is true and what is not true. It's our rudder. So when we feel things, it could give us direction. Our emotions guide us as to what to do and what not to do. So if we don't feel our emotions, then we could be rudderless in our power and in our leadership. So I'm all about the emotion, okay? And the mammalian brain, really engaging that. It can really engage your emotional intelligence as a leader, all right? The R stands for be real, be authentic. Be authentic to who you are. What I mean by real is basically you don't have to put a mask on unless you're going outside because of COVID. But anyway, you don't have to put a mask on to go out and be powerful. And you don't have to be a strutting peacock and say, hey, look at me, I'm powerful. Be real, be authentic. And part of being authentic is being vulnerable. We talked about this yesterday in our challenge yesterday. So being vulnerable, just like now, I mean, I have issues and I'm vulnerable and I share with people what that is. And what that does is it makes you more relatable. And you are showing that your strength lies in your vulnerability to your team, your family, your friends, okay, your community. So in that vein, the POWER, which is what we're working on today, my challenge is this. Here's the challenge. I want you to do another stream of consciousness writing. And what that means is I'm going to tell you 3 statements and you just finish the sentence. Okay. You can write them down as I'm talking, or we're going to post them here on the page on the group so that you can go back. But the idea of this is to go into that subconscious part of you to understand, where am I blocking my power as a leader? All right. So it's, don't edit it. Don't figure it out. Don't try to, put the right thing down. Just write down the first thing that comes up to finish the sentence. Okay, here we go. Number 1. All right. My fear of being powerful is. My fear of being powerful is. Just go ahead and write down the first thing that comes up. And you can do this after we finish today so that you can post, please, in the group either your answers or your awarenesses or your ahas, okay, so that we can work with you on that and we can learn from each other. Second one is, my worst thing, the worst thing that could happen if I show my power is, the worst thing that could happen if I show my power is what? What's the worst thing that could happen? So you'll finish that out. The third one is, the best thing that could happen if I show my power is, the best thing if I show my power, the best thing that could happen if I show my power is, okay. So you finish that out. So those are the 3, my fear, my worst, my best. And just write down the first things that come up, post them in the group so that we can, either that or your awareness or your discovery or your ahas about that, so that you can see maybe there's some limitations that you're setting up for yourself as a leader, so that you can be more of a conscious creator leader. Okay. So this is really any fears that you might have or limitations of showing your power and what could happen. Now, I invite you all to put that in the group, and I invite you all to join me October 4th. We are going to delve deep into this leadership thing. October 4th, it's going to be the last virtual workshop I'm doing this year so far. Okay, so don't miss out. October 4th will be the Essence of Leadership virtual workshop, and we're going to put it here in the post. We'll put it the link for you to go ahead and sign up, right, and register and look about what it's going to be about. So it is 5 hours together at home. I'm going to come into your house. No, it'll be on Zoom. And what we're going to discover together are the 17 aspects, and really getting into live some of these things, like your beliefs around being a great leader, courage and showing up, inspiring people, empowering people, having a purpose. What is my purpose? Core values. Okay. Standing in your power as a leader, your integrity. All right. Personal accountability. What does that look like? Empathy. Really delving into emotional intelligence and what the differences are between empathy, sympathy, and pity, and what all the emotional intelligence can bring to you as a great leader. Having more effective communication. That's why I did communication the first 3 days, because as a great leader, you have to be effective in your communication. Understanding your blind spots. Looking at your boundaries. Do I have healthy boundaries or not? Respecting yourself and learning how to cooperate to build trust so that you can create synergy in your life, with your team, in your family, okay, in your group, whatever you're leading. Also, learning how to delegate. All you solopreneurs out there, delegate and innovate. You don't have to be the one doing it. You can have other people having lateral thoughts about how to do things, okay? And then be flexible. And above all, have a sense of humor. Got to have a sense of humor, especially in these days, to be able to keep going. Yes, sometimes. So don't take yourself so seriously. So my plan is that October 4th, you'll join us, and I encourage you to join us. And we're going to be doing the communications class as well, October 3rd. So you can do both or one or the other. All right. October 3rd is the communications virtual workshop. Really, if you want to create better conscious communications in your business, in your life, in your relationships, everywhere, okay, family, then join us October 3rd for that. And October 4th is the Essence of Leadership one, or you can do both and we have a deal, okay? So you can go on to the link that's provided and you'll see where you can register and look at what that is. And yeah, there it is. How about that? So I just want everybody to, I hope that these 6 days have been great for you and have been impactful. They have been for me. And I'm doing 2 bonus events tomorrow, Sunday, same time at noon, and Monday, same time at noon Eastern Standard Time. And they're bonuses. So the challenge for the communication leadership's done as of today. But tomorrow I'm going to be talking about money, the essence of abundance. So it's a little bonus live experience I want to give you, and some tools and tidbits. And then Monday is going to be on relationships. All right. So money is tomorrow. Relationships is Monday. And then Tuesday, we're going to wrap it all up with questions and answers live from you and anything that you've written down so that we can dive deeper together. Okay. So until then, I just want to say, claim your power, and what you focus on expands. And I'll see you tomorrow.